All right, everybody, welcome back to Versus Live. I'm Corey Baumeister.
I'm Ross Merriam.
We are playing a little bit of new standard today. We are going to be playing match 2 here. Before we get into that, don't forget we are sponsored by Carnox Chairs. Head over to carnox.com/SCG if you want 10% off one of these beautiful chairs. Absolutely beautiful.
We are still waiting for our free ones, so if you want to bother Cedric and tell him that we deserve chairs for all of our hard work, make sure you go on Twitter. This is Cedric at Cedric A. Phillips. Tweet at him, let him know that it's really, this is a bad look not to give us free stuff.
I think so. I think so. And I'm gonna keep leaving that plug to you, so I keep my job, and you were the one that would get fired for harassing our boss. But whatever. That's beside the point.
I've been doing it for years. Nothing's ever happened.
You're still here.
It's all about pushing the envelope.
I like it. Smart. And don't forget, everybody, it is September today, so anytime you want to subscribe, this would be the best time to do it, because it is half off, only $2.50, gets you a bunch of cool emotes, no ads, you get to help out Subway, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of fun stuff with that Tier 1 sub, half off, great time to do it, and that's for all of your content creators on Twitch, not just us. So we'd appreciate it here, but you want to spread the wealth out to some other content creators, that'll be great as well. We do have Director Dan, in the booth. We switched out Kyle.
Kyle got fired.
Yeah. Kyle got fired mid-show. He is gone. He is literally no longer in Roanoke.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yes. How you doing, Dan?
I'm doing well, Ross. How
doing
are you?
well. Had a good weekend.
Yeah.
I didn't see you in Syracuse. You were not in Syracuse?
I don't really travel that much anymore.
Yeah. You're staying home with the wife and kids.
Yeah.
Coaching soccer.
Singular. Well, technically it's 2 now if we want to count the dog as a kid.
Oh, yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
That counts.
It's a fur baby, as I give it to understand.
I think that's what you are, as a fur baby. With your
I'm certainly furry.
Yeah. All right, so round 2, we are going to be playing against your big red, mono red style Chandra based deck, and I'm going to be playing a Dimir control deck with a little bit of surveil mechanics, and then we are going to be playing the magic mirror on the wall. Who is the best control deck of them all?
Might be this one.
It might be.
We saw post Teferi Time Raveler that counter spells just got so bad. It's really difficult. So you've adapted to that. This is a tap out style control deck.
Yep.
Thought Erasure into Disinformation Campaign. You're using Opt and Discovery in order to fill your graveyard to get Magic Mirror down. Super powerful card. One that's going to be tough for me to deal with, though I can deal with it with another new card from Throne of Eldraine. That is Opportunistic Dragon. 2 red, 4/3 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, you choose target human or artifact, and you gain control of it, and it loses all abilities and can't attack or block as long as Opportunistic Dragon is on the battlefield.
Interesting.
So it completely turns it off, but then you also get it.
Wait, so it becomes a broken mirror?
I guess, or it becomes just like a mirror that's turned the other way.
7 years bad luck.
Yeah. It's bad luck if you take it, regardless.
No. I think it'll work out pretty well for me.
I think you might be right.
Shutting down your card draw.
Don't do that, please.
And then I wish I had a way to sacrifice it once I took it with the dragon, but not going on in this deck. But maybe something to look forward to if you want to be playing Opportunistic Dragon in your decks. Definitely something you want to do. That way, when it dies, they don't get anything back. It's great.
That's true. And I mean, there's no removal in a blue-black deck to be able to get my magic mirror on the wall back, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're playing Tyrant Score, and that one doesn't kill Opportunistic Dragon.
Yeah.
All of your Murderous Riders have to kill my Planeswalkers.
That's true. Yes. My Murderous Riders are going to be taxed here.
Yeah, this is a heavy Chandra deck. I'm playing Chandra's Regulator, a card that just helps me grind advantage. This is going to be sort of my replacement for Treasure Map that we saw in a lot of decks of this style. I'm playing, all of the rare Chandras. We got Chandra Acolyte of Flame, Chandra Fire Artisan, and then Chandra Awakened Inferno. Also, because I got so many Planeswalkers, there's some Sarkhan the Masterless.
Card's just great.
Yeah. It's a really good card when you have enough Planeswalkers to take advantage of the +1.
Yep.
And then a nice curve of creatures. We're starting with Rick's Mighty Reveler. Just 4 Blood Crypts help splash the Spectacle there. Just a nice old 2-drop to help fix our draws. Our 3-drop creatures, Bone Crusher Giant, another new card. This is a great piece of value. It gives you some more extra removal against aggressive decks while also letting you keep your threat density high. Built-in card advantage, just a perfect card for the archetype. Opportunistic Dragon in the 4 slot, and then Skargan Hellkite, Skargan Dargan
Skargandargan.
So nice 2 through 5 creatures, a good selection of removal of planeswalkers, and then I think one of the key cards and something that's easy to overlook when viewing the deck list is Chandra's Triumph in the removal slot.
Yeah,
you know, there's a lot of cards with 5 toughness or planeswalkers at +5, and being able to consistently deal 5 damage with that card is going to be, I think, really huge. You have got Eternal Kefnet in the deck.
Yeah.
Lava Coil can't touch that. Chandra's Triumph can if you've got a Chandra around.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when you're playing it on turn 2 to deal with a creature, it still deals 3. So that should deal with most things on turn 2. So I think it's a really great removal spell if you can enable it. And that was one of the big payoffs for me actually wanting to put this deck together. Yeah,
the card got overlooked a little bit. But I think in the right deck, it's just the best removal spell right now. Like, Lava Coil is great, but Lava Coil could never kill Kefnet. It could never kill Niv-Mizzet. You know, I mean, these are things that, like, Fry came in against, but if you can just have unconditional removal for anything like that, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
One quick thing before we get started with this, if you want to know a little bit more about, like, the blue-black control magic mirror thing, one of our very own, and my brother, Brad Nelson, wrote an article over on SCG Premium if you want to check out a little bit more of his in-depth analysis to the magic mirror.
Yeah, definitely a really powerful card if you can enable it. And I'm glad to see Opt back so that you can enable cards like that.
Okay, so I lost, so I'm going to be on the play here. And it's pretty hard to mulligan this that you can cast on turn 2 and 3. We got a little late game stuff, so I think it should be fine. I'll keep. No good for you?
And 6 red cards and a blast zone.
Ooh.
Not going to work.
All right. Fair enough.
We got a question over there, Dan, while I am shuffling up.
I personally have a question about a card that was previewed not so long ago.
Okay.
So being 34 and a father, I'm starting to embrace and come to terms with my own mortality.
Okay.
And since this is a very Camelot themed set, who would be so awesome to preview a card such as BVD with the Cauldron of Eternity? So have you guys seen this one yet?
This is the like Whip of Erebos kind of card, right?
Yeah.
So 10 black.
So black and 10.
Hold on, let me see if I can do it. Okay, 10 black, legendary artifact, costs 2 less to cast for each creature in your graveyard. Okay. Whenever a creature would be put into your graveyard, instead put it on the bottom of your library.
When it dies,
yeah, if it would die. So not from anywhere, but dies.
Yeah.
And then 2 and a black, tap, pay 2 life, return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield, activate this ability only anytime you can use a sorcery.
Well done.
Not bad.
See, I know this card because I think it's pretty good, and I'm going to start brewing with it when I get home.
Yeah, that's pretty spicy.
Yeah,
I want to know what kind of shell we can get. You know, I mean, like the perfect card, not in standard, but previewed because it's been my favorite limited set, Modern Horizon 1, something like Winding Way or, Ransack the Lab or something like that would be like perfect in this kind of deck. But of course, that's not standard legal, and I don't know if we really have anything else that is really synergistic with it.
We have Discovery, which you can cast with black mana.
That's true.
So that's a start. I'm sure we'll come up with something, but I think that's a really powerful card.
Yeah, we got to try it in something.
Really pushing Reanimator with this because there's also Cauldron's Gift that BBD previewed. 4 and a black, adamant if at least 3 black mana were spent to cast a spell. Top 4 cards go in your graveyard.
Yeah.
And then you can choose a creature card in your graveyard. If you do, return to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. And then Forever Young, put any number of target creature cards from your graveyard on top of your library, and then draw a card. So
and that's a 2 mana sorcery.
2 mana sorcery, 1 in black.
Yeah.
So I think one thing that kind of screams out fill my graveyard is just Tamiyo. Tamiyo's always been kind of the best thing at that. So if you can find like a bug strategy, that would be pretty sweet.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Because it also digs for the Cauldron.
Exactly.
So while filling your graveyard.
So it's kind of like the Command the Dreadhorn, the style of deck that it was trying to do. You can play Paradise Druid, you can play Tamiyo, you play some good creatures. You could even make it a full reanimating strategy and try to do like Bonds of Revival with the 7 mana dragon. I'm forgetting Droka something.
That just, like destroys everything.
Yeah, you just win the game. Yeah.
Just do whatever you want.
Yeah. We'll head into the lab afterwards with that card. I like it.
Okay, so we got a solid hand here. We're a little landlight, but Reveler should help there. We know the matchup, so we can just send this shock to the bottom.
Wow. Just kidding. All right, Swamp to you.
Okay, I will start on a mountain and pass the turn.
Okay. All right, that's a card we wish we would have had last turn, but let's see what you're cooking with.
Okay, well, I did draw a land, so you can't just take my Reveler and hope to stymie me. So
I've
got 2 more lands and then a nice curve. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Perfect. Well, Reveler is not exactly what I'm the most afraid of. This Chandra is what's screaming out kind of I'm terrified of. I don't have a great answer for it, so I think I do just have to take this. I can maybe deal with a 2/2. I would hope so at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think we'll keep this on top, and we'll pass to you.
Okay.
Reveler.
I'm gonna play a Reveler.
Now, what are you discarding?
So this is a play I could make next turn, but it's not a great one. I think I want to dig for a 3-drop, and I want to keep these around. So I'm going to discard the second Reveler.
Okay. Makes sense.
And exchange that one, pass the turn.
All right. So we're going to go with a demoralization campaign.
That's going to be a tough one. If that one's going to be cast multiple times, I think I just have to discard my most expensive cards.
Okay.
So I can develop my battlefield as much as possible.
Your turn.
Yeah.
No 3-mana Chandra, please.
And now I feel bad. So attack for 2.
All right, 18.
I will.
No land drop, go?
That's right.
That would make you feel bad.
I will play a tap Blood Crypt. Now I feel pretty bad for getting rid of that Reveler, because that's a way that I could recoup some card advantage in the face of Disinformation Campaign. But
demoralization campaign. All right, so if we look at our hand, we drew a nice one here. Now I still think I don't think we actually have to do this now. So we're going to start with the Thought Erasure, trigger this. Okay, we'll take that. Surveil. I think we will keep that on top.
The classic start with not that many lands. Aggressively keep your land so you make sure you hit your land drops and then draw way too many of them.
You know it. All right, your turn.
Perfect.
Mind games. Mind games.
Just perfect. Attack for 2.
All right, 16.
You can go.
All right, end step. I'm going to opt.
Yep.
Opt.
Yeah, we are turboing towards this magic mirror.
I'll keep this.
It's 9 mana -1 for each, so you can cast it this turn if you got it.
I could. I don't have it, but I do have...
Narset?
No, the campaign again.
Okay, let's discard this mountain.
Okay. And now I will... Discovery, bring this back.
Yep.
All right. Now I don't think I actually want either of these cards. Yeah,
Unless you want to bet I'm going to draw 6 mana Chandra this turn.
Pretty high. Pretty high. Okay, and then we'll pass it to you. Our hand is developing quite nicely.
I'd say so. Attack for 2.
Okay, 14.
You can go.
All right.
Swatty Reveler's going all the way, baby.
All right. Well, we did not hit the land we wanted, but that's okay. We are going to make you discard. Draw.
I hit the lands you wanted.
Yeah, perfect. And then we'll ship it to you.
Is that a missed land drop?
Yes.
Mono spells?
Yep.
That's not good. Well, I drew a spell, but
We'll
it's probably the
kill
worst one
that.
in my deck. So let's pass the turn.
All right. We like that. Okay. Do you have Threshold?
I do
Cool.
indeed. I have exactly
Cool.
7. That's another neat aspect of Disinformation Campaign. It helps fuel... What's the card's name? Just read it off.
Into the story.
Into the story.
Yeah. Now the question is, what do I want to do here? I just have so many options.
Cast into the story and then discard a hand size.
I don't think I actually want to do that, because I'd have to discard a lot to hand size.
You got to fuel that graveyard for Magic Mirror.
That's true. I think we're just going to just play it safe and just go with Kefnet. Your turn.
Gain a life.
Okay. It's pretty good.
I go to 21.
Yep.
This is good, and that survives the Kefnet, which is nice, but I assume there's a Murderous Rider over there.
You would assume, but...
We'll exile the top. I can play it this turn, so we'll play a land.
Smart.
And then pass.
All right, so we'll... During our draw... That doesn't work.
Murderous Rider doesn't work with Kefnet, unfortunately.
I'll reveal to flex on you anyways. No, I mean, I definitely can just do that. I think I have to. So, yeah, we're choked on mana here, which is unfortunate, but I don't want you to gain any more cards, so we'll send that on an adventure. Then I'll attack you, put you to 17, and your turn.
Okay, good one.
No big Chandra, please. That's what we're afraid of.
Pass the turn.
All right. Untap. I'll reveal.
Lands a good draw for Corey here.
Yeah.
Just needs to be able to deploy his spells. So
Put you to 13. Ugin. Eugene, come into play. All right, we will make a 2/2 morph.
You mean a spirit?
Spirit, sorry. Your turn. We wanted to play that a while ago, but God, look at this basic land control we got over here. This is nice.
Well, we got him good now.
Uh-oh.
2 damage to the spirit.
Okay.
And then I'll play the Bone Crusher Dryan after adventuring.
Okay. And it's
It's targeted by a spell, deals 2 damage to any target.
okay.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Not an ability, huh?
Nope.
Ooh.
Eugene is all set to take it down.
All right. Well, this is going to be fun. I think we will. We'll tick up. I don't really care. So I can block this. We'll go like that. All right. Well, we'll start with a Thought Erasure.
I'll shock the spirit in response.
Okay. Get this card back.
Nice ordering there.
Yeah, good call. Good call. Thought Erasure still resolves.
Yeah.
Surveil.
This goes back to your hand.
Yep, thank you. All right, then we'll go with a... How about a Magic Mirror? For 3 mana.
3 mana?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
All right, and then go like this. I have so many spells I can just cast whatever. We'll Surveil 2. Graveyard this, put this into my hand.
Now you have no maximum hand size.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, well now I can really just start using these into the stories. All right, we'll say go.
Yeah,
We're just playing defensive.
No reason to get aggressive here.
No.
And get cheesed out by some weird set of draws. Yeah. And
do we have any knowledge counters?
Yeah, it's all those 6-sided things.
Yes.
Okay.
I've just got another mountain.
All right. So at the beginning of your upkeep, put a knowledge counter on it, and then draw a card for each one, and then you reveal the first card drawn. Okay. So I'll cast Dispersal for 3 mana.
That's pretty good.
Yep. So then I'll draw for my turn.
Yep.
Okay. Attack for 4.
I'm at 9.
All right, I'll make a Eugene token. Oops, other way around. And, well, since we have just infinite cards in hand here, I think we'll go into the story.
4 mana.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we'll gain a life.
13.
All right, your turn. I have 10 cards.
Perfect.
Feels nice.
We did it.
Not
Strong
even a
rules.
land, too.
Regulator. You're up.
All right. Upkeep. Draw 2 off Magic Mirror. First one, reveal. Draw 1 for the turn. All right.
Just your classic 13 card hand.
I'll attack for 6.
I got a 3.
All right. We'll make another token. Let's see. Okay. I want to play this just before you concede, just to make sure I played Lockmere Serpent here.
Okay.
Okay. And then, we got extra cards here. We'll play a Murderous Rider as well. All right, your turn. I still have 10 cards.
Okay. So you're 13.
13.
I draw Chandra Fire Artisan and double its ability and hit Lightning Bolt and Hidetsugu second right. We'll win the game.
Yeah, easy. I got nothing for that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, speaking of which, no. It's not spoiling this.
Dang it. We'd be getting it in there.
It's another land. Maybe I needed to
Still had all these.
Okay, that one's mine.
Such riches.
Such
embarrassment. Such embarrassment. Wow.
An awkward set of draws there. Where I think for the most part, like trying to set yourself up so that you can keep making land drops in the face of discard and then just hope to draw spells is the right way to do it.
Is usually best, yeah.
But then when you just draw a bunch of lands in a row, you feel like a dingus. And that's how I feel right now.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right. Well, since our last match went a little long, we should probably sideboard and just have a best 2 out of 3 here.
Even if we do best 2 out of 3, let's
just one sideboard.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Sideboards are so unrefined at this stage.
That's true. It's not like we have the super hidden tech for this Chandra mono red deck versus this Dimir Surveil.
Yeah. I mean, you probably have chills in your sideboard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's 4 chill. Nobody knows what's in the set anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, we're shuffling up. You got any questions for us, Dan?
Yes, I do actually.
All right.
So, from All Hail Bolus, do you think things like the Magic Mirror will be playable while Teferi is around? Obviously, little Teferi.
Yeah, I mean, little Teferi bouncing Magic Mirror is good and all, but I mean, I still think once you get it down, you have basically destroyed everything, and it's going to be a card where it's going to be one of your last spells you play, so therefore it's going to cost a low amount with you playing spells all the time. Yeah. I would say yes and no. I mean, of course, that interaction is pretty bad, but I still think the card, it's either going to be good enough or it's not going to be good enough, and that's what we have to decide, not if Teferi is going to beat it. But
yeah, it's such a late game card that, like, delaying it for a little bit, unless you have a ton of pressure behind it, and most Teferi decks aren't really doing that.
Yeah.
Unless it's like, Jeskai Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. So
against Jeskai Planeswalkers, I bet it is pretty bad, though, realistically.
Yeah.
All right, we got time for one more?
Yeah. From Ave Puerto Rico. Corey, why no Drown in the Lock?
Which one's that again?
That is the blue-black instant, where you can choose one of two things. Counter target spell with converted mana cost equal or less than or equal to the number of cards in its controller's graveyard, or destroy target creature with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of cards in your controller's graveyard.
It's reasonable.
I think that's a card that you can play in very small numbers. It's like a singleton.
Yeah.
Because you can't draw them early because they're generally not going to be effective on the early turns. But it's a nice card. It's a great card to draw late.
Yeah.
It just covers anything, any creature on the battlefield, any card that they're trying to cast that might be a problem. So that's the kind of card that you play like one of, because it's such a versatile top deck in the long game. But
there's so many powerful things to play one of, like Serpent and, this story or the draw 4 cards card. And, so I feel like it's really competing for that one of slot. But also, admittedly, I missed it going through because that card was new to me.
So auto 4 of in blue-black mill.
Absolutely. Yeah.
In modern? Maybe not a 4 of, because you're not actually in.
Possibly sideboard.
But that's definitely a good card in that deck.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh.
Okay. This is a fine hand. We're gonna have to draw some bridge cards, but if we do that, we'll be in good shape.
And if we look at our hand, this is an iffy one. I think I'm gonna risk it since we are on the draw here, but I could see a side for shipping this one back, but we're gonna keep.
Okay. I'll start on a mountain.
Okay. All right. Perfect draw. 21, your turn.
Let's play a beacon and a regulator.
Regulator. Mount up. Okay. All right. So we're going to go with the old Thought Erasure.
Which of my expensive cards would you like?
Oof. Well, you're going to be able to do some looting. Now it's just which card can I actually deal with? And the answer is neither. So I guess I will hit the one that costs less to delay it a little bit. And I'll scry. Let's see. Do I want this? I see. Or surveil. I will put that in the yard.
Okay. Okay. Well, we've not drawn anything to do. So I'm going to try to hit a Rixmati Reveler, I think.
Okay.
So let's pitch a mountain.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right. Now we're going to go with the Narset. And I'll activate.
Yep.
Ooh.
Pretty good against regulator.
That's not good. That doesn't work like that. We will go with Thought Erasure.
That'll take care of the Chandra.
All right, and your turn.
This will take care of the Narset, though.
Ooh, that's pretty good. I was trying to shut down regulators, but all right.
And that's a spell we can cast, so that's nice.
No, spells.
Opportunistic Dragon.
Okay, so you gain control, nothing, right?
Yeah, just a 4/3 flyer.
Okay.
Well, that's good enough.
That is good enough right now.
That'll play.
That'll play. All right, so now we just want to start attacking the hand a little bit here. So we're going to start with a disinformation campaign.
Don't think we're ever going to get to cast this before campaign or that Thought Erasure take it, so let's just send that one
Smart,
away.
smart. And then we'll go with the swamp and send it to you.
And that's interesting. Let's discard this mountain.
Okay.
And play this Blood Crypt and attack for 4.
Okay.
Here,
17.
You can go.
All right, we'll take
Not drawing a lot
that.
of spells.
I like you not drawing spells, believe it or not. Now we're going to start with just another disinformation campaign.
There's a mountain.
All right, that's kind of what I figured. That's why I didn't want a Thought Erasure.
We got 5 lands in play, so we can cast most of our deck. Any mountain we can loot away, or a shock or something like that. So we're drawing pretty live here.
Yeah.
So I don't feel that bad about this position.
No, I'm pretty scared actually.
Because the top of my deck is going to be pretty juiced.
I'm going to Thought Erasure you for no value to get these back.
Sure.
And Surveil.
It's very unlikely that it takes a card.
Yep, your turn.
It's good to use the mana.
So we are at 7 cards now.
That's a good one.
Uh-oh.
So I have not played a land yet. So I think we are going to double this one up.
Okay.
And if we hit a shock, I guess we'll feel a little sad.
That was a good one. Another non-land? All right.
Attack for 4.
All right, 13.
Pass the turn.
Okay, now that is just a very good card that I need to answer.
We're going to do some riding.
No. All right, we'll play Castle, the blue Castle.
Castle Vantress.
Yep. And we just have to go with Eugene and just get rid of this. Now, this can just die, but it's what we got to do.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So we'll get to attack Corey, which is nice. So we'll deal 2 to this with Stomp.
No!
And then we'll cast it and attack you for 4.
All right, that's pretty good.
9.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
Stomp the yard, huh?
And now if you want to kill Bone Crusher Giant, you likely have to take 2, and that'll get you into 2 attack range.
Yeah, that's not great. That's not great.
This is so much easier when my hand is empty all game, and you've got all these cards to deal with. I just get to sit back.
You're doing it.
You know, why don't I just lean back a little?
You better. Just have some relaxing time. I'm going to go with Dispersal.
That's pretty good. So that'll get my biggest thing. Have no hand.
And we'll gain a life. Go to 10. Your turn. We're still just looking to try to answer threats. I just want you to have no threats and untap sometime, but down to 6.
Well, we found another Chandra Fire.
Oh my god.
So we're going to do the same thing and hope to hit a land 6.
Yeah.
Maybe if we draw our last big Chandra.
Yes.
No.
All right.
I told you our deck was juiced.
It is juiced. All right. Now I just need to find answers. And I think the best way to find answers is one of these cards. So I think we better start with Drawn from Dreams.
Sure.
All right. Look at the top 7. 4, 5, 6.
Murderous Rider is going to have to target Bone Crusher Giant if you find that. Because if you kill the Chandra, you'll be at 4.
Yep.
The Giant will be lethal, so that's nice. And that'll bring you to 2.
All right, I think we're going to go with these 2 cards here. I'm going to go with those. And the rest on bottom in random order. Whatever, it's random.
Yeah.
Okay, and now, whenever this is targeted by a spell, it deals 2.
Yep, to any target.
Okay, you can't copy that, right?
No, that's a loyal. This only copies loyalty abilities of Chandra Planeswalkers.
Gotcha. Okay, thank God. All right, so we're gonna go like this and pass it to you.
Not Dismal Backwater, so that's nice.
Yeah.
I guess I should have gained a life when I'm casting these Chandras, but whatever.
Yeah, that's all right. I think your life total is pretty irrelevant, I have to say. I'm either gonna win by miles or I'm gonna lose by miles.
+1 the Chandra. I won't copy.
Okay. I'm terrified.
Play this land, play this other Chandra.
Oh, God.
I was like, if I draw... This is the only 6-drop left because the other 2 were gone.
Yeah.
So if I draw like any spell, I can just cast it, and getting another card is probably irrelevant. And if I hit land on top, then I cast this.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty good. Pretty good.
So why don't I give you an emblem?
I would love an emblem. Thank you.
And then attack you for 4.
All right, so we'll kill that.
You take 2.
Yep.
Brings you to 4. And then I'll pass the turn, upkeep, you go to 3.
3, yep. Everything's going fine.
Seems difficult for you to win.
So. Yeah, I think you're right. But, I mean, step 1 is definitely going to be dispersal that. And, I mean, now we just have to go with a Narset. And we are going to have to find an answer for this. All right, that's exactly what we needed. Then I'm going to play a land and ship it to you.
Ooh, that's a good one. It doesn't end the game, but it's pretty cool. So now
You've been drawing straight fire from the beginning here.
Yeah, I had a bunch of lands early. Perfect. To discard your disinformation kit.
Yeah.
So I will copy this time.
Okay.
I have no 6s left. Is that good? Do I want that?
You may want that. What would you like to do with that?
Let's cast a Sarkhan.
Okay. You have 2 choices.
I think I will plus and attack you for 4 with this.
All right, you got it.
Also, I get a life. This is my draw, so it's like a fun little creature.
Yeah, that's a tough one to deal with. That's for sure. Well, I thought I was going to be able to control you because my hand was stacked and you were cardless, but you can't seize the top of the deck.
Regulator putting in some work.
Putting in some absolute work. So, all right. So we are going to shuffle up and we are going to do a quick sideboarding. Get ready for game 3 here. We're about on track here for time. We'll get our final game ready with a little bit of sideboarding. I don't know how much it's truly going to matter from our sides, but
sideboard cards.
You got some spice?
I got some sideboard cards.
Well, we're going to see what spice we have. Stay tuned. Give us a couple minutes to sideboard and we'll be right back. All right, everybody. Welcome back to Versus Live here. We are sideboarding for our 3rd and final game here of Dimir Control against Chandra's.
I mean, Dimir Control.
Dimir, yes. This is Dimir. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
We came up with that one yesterday.
We were proud of ourselves.
Feel free to use
that one. Magic Mirror. That's way worse. Way worse. I ruined it. Okay, so we'll start with me. I am taking out a little bit of the clunky end of the deck. I'm taking out Into the Story. I'm just not sure about the deck or about the card. I want to make sure I leave in some big spells, and I think Magic Mirror is just better. So I'm taking out those. 1 drawn from Dream. Disinformation Campaign, I think, is a lot worse, actually, when you're on the play. On the draw, I can really just go, Thought Erasure into Disinformation Campaign, and you're just at such low cards. On the play, it's still reasonable, but I'm going to take those out, as well as 1 Scorn. Doesn't have a lot of targets. I had to be expecting Legion Warboss, though, from a mono red deck. And then, so I left in some of them. Take out 1 Narset as well. I don't want to be flooded with that type of effect. And here I'm just bringing in answers to Planeswalkers because I don't have a lot of them in the main deck in the form of Duress and Elder Spell, as well as Covetous Urge. I think just could be sweet. If I could take a Chandra and then just start going to town with a Chandra, I think that would be achievement unlocked. And then we'll add 1 more Ugin just because unconditional removal is quite good against you.
Really just setting up for a Haymaker fight. For me, my cheap removal is pretty bad, so all my shocks are coming out. I'm farming 1 Opportunistic Dragon because there just aren't a lot of targets, and 4-mana 4/3 flyer is not super impressive.
Yep.
We got our classic sideboard war bosses take a little bit more of an aggressive posture in this matchup.
Yep.
Where Corey's deck has a lot more card advantage and inevitability. I'm the one who has to end the game. So.
Yeah. And I mean, we've just seen over the history of time that, these 3-mana cards that put goblins into play are just really good. Even over the history of formats. Did you have any experience in Legacy this last weekend with a card similar to Legion Warboss?
It was over so quickly, I don't really remember that happened.
You just blacked it all out.
Yeah, it was 2 turns.
I watched a few matches. I was playing some premiere events on Magic Online, but I had some time to check out the SCG Syracuse coverage, and I turned it on, and our boy Ross Merriam is just like this to a turn 1 Rabble Master. he takes the other Rabble Master from his opponent's hand and then just whoop right off the top. Thought sees the top of the deck. Rabble Master, what, on turn 2, maybe turn 3?
Turn 1, turn 2.
Yeah.
I conceded before my opponent untapped for turn 3.
yeah. Well, you were dead. Yeah, it was. That was brutal. So, anyways, you got time for a question while we're shuffling up here, Dan?
I do. I have a couple. So
all right.
From Milky Miltanks 012, they would like to know your thoughts about Torbrand, Thane of Redfell in mono red decks. So basically, Torbrand is a 1 and triple red for a 2/4 dwarf noble.
Yep.
And it's Pyromancer Swath with legs and an axe.
And an axe.
And my axe. Yeah, if a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage +2.
+2, okay. I mean, it's reasonable. I mean, it's probably going to have some cool combos with Chandra Spitfire, I believe it's called, the 1/3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or wait, I guess it doesn't stack. The damage wouldn't stack, right?
Yeah,
like if you shock, and then another shock, so it wouldn't trigger twice.
No.
It would just be shock deals 4.
Yes.
Shock
Yeah.
deals 4.
I think the big problem with this card is just the stats. It's not a big creature. It's not attacking for a lot. It's competing with other 4s.
Does it say another red source or just red source?
If a red source you control.
So it attacks for 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of its own ability.
Sure.
So its stats aren't great because 4 and a 4/4 is kind of eh. But if you're an aggressive red deck and that's the top end of your curve, then like you're attacking with multiple creatures that all effectively have +2 power.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can you imagine curving like Dreadhorde Butcher Judith this?
Oh.
Could you imagine?
Oh, wow.
Because every Judith trigger is now 3 damage.
And then dealing 2 damage off the trigger.
Oh,
the Dreadhorde Butcher's dying are extra 2.
Okay. Yeah, I think we completely dismissed this card as a mono red card, but a Rakdos card. This card seems insane.
But it's triple red,
Yeah,
so I'm not sure if the mana is tenable
thing.
for something like that, even though the synergies look like that curve seems great.
Yeah, but Rakdos is usually base mono red and then splashes black. I mean, you couldn't play like Rankle and Murderous Rider kind of thing, so maybe that does
you probably
dictate.
can't play the black 1-drops then.
Yeah.
Which are way better than the red 1-drops.
Okay.
So there's some power here. It's just a question of whether, the cards are there to make it work.
Yeah, it's definitely going to need some help, but...
God, this card isn't around a Goblin Chain Whirler.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
2 damage to everything.
Wow.
3 to everything.
3, because it's an additional 2.
3 to everything.
Bolt you, bolt this, bolt this, bolt this.
Like nice Narset,
Wow.
Balance Gods.
You better anchor the god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bolt your library, bolt the car you drove in on, You're bolting everything with that. Yeah, that would be disgusting.
Yeah. But there's some power there because it counts itself, so it attacks for 4. I'm just not sure, like, with experimental frenzy around in mono red, like, are you playing this and that?
Or even Chandra, that card's still great.
You really have to build around this, and I think that means multiple colors to get the synergies going.
Yeah.
And then the mana is probably untenable. But this is a card that you can watch out for. Like, we've talked about Knights being the kind of thing that will get better as the synergies develop and more sets are added to standard. This is another really synergy-laden card that, as the payoffs come, we get maybe some more lands to help out your mana. A card that might cycle back in after not seeing a lot of play in the fall. Might see play in spring and summer.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But think about the enchantment, the Calamity.
Cavalcade of yeah.
Oh.
Whenever you attack with, yeah.
Oh, what have they done? Think about Calamity with this and Scorch Spitters,
Yeah, Scorch Spitter is really nice with this card.
Yeah.
You get your Scorch Spitter just attacks for 6.
It deals 3.
Okay. Now this is a deck.
This is a deck.
This is a Thursday deck.
Dibs. Dibs. You heard it. You all heard it. I got to dibs it. So that seems sweet.
We brainstormed this on camera. Let's get this.
Yeah. Okay, first let's draw up this deck list. So first,
or Scorch Spitter.
Yeah.
Right.
Or it's gonna be on Arena in like 24 hours.
Scorch.
Yeah.
Or
wow, your handwriting is impressive. And now I need a new piece of paper. All right, so let's check out my hand here. This is awkward because this is the kind of card or the kind of hand I would not mind having, but we have some very clear problems here. I think we probably just have to mulligan this. Yeah.
My hand also had a very clear problem. It was no lands.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. My Duresses would have had a lot of targets then.
Yes. For quite a while.
All right, we got one question while we're mulliganing here.
We do.
What do we got?
Let me pull it back up again. From Diabetes. What do you think about Bone Crusher Giant in a feather shell deck?
I mean, it's just competing with at the 3-drop spot for feather. And I feel like, I don't know. I think feather is just way too good, and it doesn't synergize well with all the instant speed stuffs. But it just might be that good of a card that you just can't ignore the fact that it doesn't really synergize with stuff.
Is the feather deck losing any creatures in order for Bone Crusher to come in?
The feather deck's not
really.
Losing any creatures.
Yeah.
The big card of the feather deck's looking is Reckless Rage, which is like one of its most important cards.
Yeah, Reckless Rage is messed up.
It does synergize with your pump spells because it's not just opponent controls. It's whenever it's targeted with any spell. So when you Defiant Strike it, you shock something.
You shock anything?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. This card's great then. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I thought it was whenever something your opponent played.
Yeah, that's how those cards are normally templated. Bone Crusher Giant is better than that. And for that reason, like I could see it taking the place of Legion Warboss.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, yeah. Take back what, wipe the slate clean of what I just said.
Whenever Bone Crusher Giant becomes the target of a spell, it deals 2 damage to that spell's control.
It would have been perfect with Reckless Rage, too, because it has 3 toughness. You get to deal 6 to something, or 4 to one thing, and 2 to another thing.
Some people are just, like, so excited to see, like, Teferi leave and stuff. I'm excited to see Reckless Rage leave, As a fellow Dino player, every time my feather opponent Reckless Raged and brought it back to their hand, I just conceded. It wasn't fun. All right, so I'm going to keep mine.
That's lucky.
I mean, it's not great, but it's good enough.
Let's see about mine. I would say the same thing. Not great, but good enough.
All right. Unfortunately, our beautiful magic mirror has to go to the bottom.
I think it's important for me to be threat dense in these games, and I have 2 removal spells here, so maybe get rid of 1. But then a Thought Erasure could open up like an early Kefnet, which would be a really big problem. It's going to be a problem regardless, though.
Kefnet's good.
So maybe I just put the expensive card back. This makes us a lot better against a discard because our hand is just 3 pairs. So yeah, let's put the expensive card back.
I'm winning. 21.
That's what they all say.
Your turn.
Especially when they play against me.
Oh, poor Ross. All right, Discovery.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, interesting options here. I don't think any options in which I want to truly cast. Maybe I want this card. I definitely don't want this. All right, we're going to keep this. We're going to keep
winning
this
by
one.
even more.
That's true. Your turn.
Why would you decline winning by even more?
I know. I'm a fool.
Makes no sense. Let's play Rixmati Reveler. And here we are going to pitch one of the removal spells just to try to set up our draw better. Hopefully we hit something to do on turn 3.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we will just play a land and say go. We don't have a lot of discard like we did in our previous games, but...
Moshi for 2.
All right. 19.
That's the turn. No 3 drops here.
No 3 drops. We'll take
Got
that.
A lot of them in the deck between Boss, Chandra, and Bone Crusher Giant.
Okay. All right. Well, we are going to start by going to 17. And we are going to do a fun one. Covetous Urge. I get to take one of your cards and put it in my hand.
Well, I'm going to be able to play a dragon next turn regardless.
Yeah.
You could take a dragon, and this is a human. I would lock this down. Or you could take the Triumph and deal with one of my dragons.
I kind of like that.
Or you could take the biggest dragon on the block.
I like big dragons as well. So your dragon doesn't really take anything. But I just don't want you to have another dragon, but I also don't want you to have a Skargan Hellkite.
Which is also a dragon.
Which is also a dragon.
A lot of dragons.
You got dragons.
My deck is Chandras and dragons.
All right. Well, I wish I could take you off a play.
I already did that myself.
Yeah. I think we will just take your Hellkite. I'm putting it right into my hand.
It's a pretty good play.
Yeah.
Mushy for 2.
15.
And then I will play an opportunistic dragon.
All right.
Pass the turn.
Okay, so now we got options. I think I might just want to play the only card that is not in my deck. All right, we're gonna play a 5/5.
Yep.
Your turn. Covetous Urge is sweet.
Is this just going to die? If you play it, I could offer the 3-for-1, which is not great.
Please no Chandra, tick up for mana, Triumph here. That would not be cool.
I don't have a Chandra that ticks up for mana, though. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we get Chandra Torch of Defiance in this deck,
Please
too?
no. God, Torch of Defiance with Chandra's Triumph is just busted.
I have to imagine that mine is just going to die, but I really don't want to offer the 3-for-1, so I'm just going to play my own 5/5.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. Well, on top. Oh. So we're going to start by gaining a life. Go to 16.
Okay.
Now, I think we're going to Thought Erasure you. All right. Opportunistic or Chandra's Triumph, huh? It doesn't take dragons, right?
No, humans are artifacts.
Okay. So I guess I don't care about that. I also don't want you to draw a Chandra and then kill mine. So yeah, we'll take Triumph. And then we'll also this after I surveil.
Exact sequence I did not want to happen.
Oh, I guess your hand is already gone. The damage is already done. So I will lose 2. I'll go to 14.
Yep.
And pass to you.
And now Corey just gets to hide behind this dragon. The thing is, like, if I just attack and try to offer the trade because of what he has in hand, he doesn't have to take it.
Yep.
And I guess I will just play an opportunistic dragon.
All right.
Pass the turn. Try to go a little wide, I guess.
Hide away. All right. We are going to just say go. Down to 2 cards, which is unfortunate, but
that is a pretty good draw. So let's play a Chandra Fire Artisan and plus to exile.
Okay.
And play this land.
Makes
and then
sense.
play this Rixamati Reveler and draw a card.
All right.
So that was a good turn.
Loch Ness Monster.
Okay, this has a lot of blues. Oh, wow. You can make it unblockable. That's not good. Okay, I don't think I can beat this card.
You might not be able to. I think I just unblockable and I 3-turn you.
Yeah.
Okay, we're also going to sack a swamp, gain a life, draw a card.
15.
15. God, this card's good.
Well, you need to sack. So you need to draw another island to do that because you only have 2 right now.
To do what?
If you want to 3-turn me with the serpent.
Why?
Because you need to sack an island to make it unblockable.
Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right. Well, yeah.
But you'll probably find one.
But I can just sacrifice a bunch of swamps and you have 1 card in hand, huh? Okay. So 5 target cards from an opponent's graveyard. Return. Okay, that's not very relevant.
Yeah, I don't think the 7/7 is dying against my mono red.
Yeah. Well, we will sack, draw a card.
16.
Oh, that's a good one. We will duress you.
I have an interplanar beacon.
All right, perfect. We'll play a castle.
That's not an island. It enters on tap.
It does not. We did take out islands for it though, so that could punish me.
Yeah, maybe you want to deal with this Chandra, but then you go to 11, and I can just make this big attack. That would actually put you dead on board if you don't have a removal spell.
At 16?
Yeah, because of the district. You block here and take 11.
Oh, if I want to attack Chandra.
Yeah, if you want to actually attack Chandra.
Yeah. I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah,
4,
although I guess you could play the
8,
Murderous
9,
Rider.
10, 11, 7, 14, plus 5. That's 19, and you're at 20, huh?
I am at 20.
Okay. I think I might just attack you and let you block. Yeah, we're just gonna attack you.
So interesting. I feel like you have another Murderous Rider in your hand to make this play, but I'm not sure if I can beat that. But I do think I have to block because I can't. Yeah, you're not dead on board even from what I can see because you can cast the Murderous Rider.
Yep.
So I think I want to block.
Okay.
So, and it's blue black, exile 5 target cards from an opponent's graveyard.
So we're getting close.
So, yeah, like if I wanted to go crazy, I could try to trade here, but that would put 5 cards in my graveyard.
Yeah.
And so you would get to bring it back. I'd have to trade 1 for 1, which I can't do. So let's just chump it.
Okay. Now I think I regret casting this Duress because I would have loved to double spell here. Now the question is, do I care to answer Chandra? And I think the answer is yes, and we'll just Murderous Rider that.
Need another black for that.
Oh, sorry. Go like that.
Yeah, had the other Murderous Rider like it seemed. You're 14.
14 to 20, and we'll pass it to you.
Whole lot I can
Once
do about
again,
that.
just hiding behind Hellkite, but something like a big Chandra here, and I'm just terrified.
That's an interesting card because it gives me another one. So let's draw.
All right.
And now I'm still at 20. If I just I've got to try to end the game. And if I go in with everything, let you block a dragon, you would take 9, go to 5. But then like you might just cast these Murderous Riders. You can cast both of them, and that's a problem. Well, what isn't a problem at this point? So yeah, let's animate the district and slam.
All right, block that. Take 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, it brings you to 5.
All right.
Yeah, this life gain off of the serpent has been pretty good.
Yeah, it really has been. All right, so I'm not going to actually not going to sacrifice an end step because I do want to have this double Murderous Rider play open.
Corey's been able to gain 4 life this game from Lockmere Serpent and 2 Dismal Backwaters, and currently is at 5. So,
all right, we'll play another castle here.
Important few points. I think I'm going to end up just short.
Ooh, actually, we don't need to play this castle. I only have 4 black. Okay, so now the question is, can I still attack? If I play these Murderous Riders, I think the answer is definitely yes. Okay, so we'll attack. 13.
Well, how am I winning this game? I'm going to be 1 point short if I draw a dragon. A Skargan Hellkite, to be specific.
I'm really glad that I sided in my Skargan Hellkites. They've been very convenient at blocking your dragons.
Yes, that was a good choice on your part. These Murderous Riders are a problem.
Yeah, they're actually going to be sweet.
I'm trying to just sneak over the finish line. Like if these weren't here, I think I might actually at least force you to stay back.
I'd have to do some stuff. Yeah.
You'd be dead on board if these were just bad heroes downfalls. Oh, what am I gonna do? I don't have a good card in my hand. I'm trying to figure out what my outs are, and I'm not coming up with a whole lot.
Yep. Your outs are hurry up and get smashed by me so we can play our 3rd round. I like those outs. Yep. All right, we're gonna play some Murderous Riders and play a land. Go. Oh, Loch Ness Monster. Oh, so you're at 20, right? You jumped?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still at 20. Okay, I think that might be a thing I can do.
I don't like that.
Attack you for 4.
Yep, I'll block.
Deal 2 to this. If I can deal with that. Play Bone Crusher Giant.
Okay.
And play a land and pass the turn.
Pretty good.
So now I can hopefully maybe try to stall the game out and win with a Skargan Hellkite of my own.
All right.
One option.
I will start by sack to draw a card.
Brings you to 6.
6. Play, redraw it, go to 7. All right, these are not good top decks, but well, we're going to attack. I don't want to sacrifice a land. I'll let you chump block away.
I don't think this Reveler's ever getting in, so
that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will Thought Erasure you just for the surveil. That might be a card I want just in case, but I don't actually think I do, so we'll get rid of that. And we will also thought erasure you again, just for the surveil. Don't need a swamp, and then we'll pass it to you.
Okay. What's the Skargan Hellkite?
Oh my god. That's really good right now.
Yeah, so the awkward part is if I just make it a 4, I think you're able to kind of deal with that. You know, you might end up just sacking these on end step to gain life. And go to 9, and then like even if you completely break off, like no removal for the Bone Crusher Giant, which is checking these riders, then I block here, you gain 4, you go to 13, and I would need 4 attacks, so 3 more after this, which is enough for you to kill me with the Serpent. So I think I might actually need to make this a 5 and try to deal extra damage there. But does that actually? I'm missing out on 4. I would have to activate this twice in order for it to be relevant, but I think that's pretty likely. So I'm going to make this a 5.
Seems reasonable. I am going to sack, go to 8.
Yep.
Draw.
Watch me, sir.
I'm going to sack again. I do not have an answer yet. Ooh.
I don't like that. Is it Dispersal with land 5?
Oh, yeah. Dispersal.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
Oof, we needed that. Okay, and then we'll just get in there again for 7.
13.
Your turn. Needed that one.
And thought I might steal it. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I thought you were going to steal it. Yeah, I had a nice Ugin, and then I could start attacking with this next turn. All right, well, we would love to take a question, but we are running a little behind schedule here.
We need to rectify one thing.
Yeah.
Ross, you have Bone Crusher Giant in your deck, right?
Yeah.
Please read its rules text again.
What do we do? Target creature, you don't...
Target creature's controller.
Oh, it's that spell's
damage.
controller.
So
it's
it's
not
a
any target.
non-bow pretty much with feather.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it just spread
Okay,
around.
good.
Nope.
Good. Okay, I'm glad about that.
Chat was me so hard for that. I was like,
Nice.
don't
Good.
worry, everybody.
I'm glad that doesn't exist.
Also, my Bone Crusher Giants cost 2.
What? Oh, yeah, you were punting the whole time.
Yeah. Should have been casting these on turn 2.
All right, everyone. Well, I am
That
very
was,
excited for our third and final round. I want to have some time to be able to play it. So we are going to take just a short break. We're going to take a short 5-minute break, and then we'll be back with our third round, and we'll see who can win the marbles.
Yeah, we're playing a marble match for the first time in a while.
We'll see you soon.